After reading about C.L. Franklin's personal life, man, I just can't escape these bells. So I hope the people watching are not annoyed by the ringing of bells. I hope they think they're
part of
pretty.
Detroit. That's the way it is.
Cinema verite. A mighty fortress is our God. So across from us right now on Gratiot is a Lutheran church, and Martin Luther famously wrote this hymn about 500 years ago, a little less than 500 years ago.
But I don't know, I'm not in the church.
Yeah.
I respect it.
Yeah.
I'm not going in. I don't have no reason to go in.
Yeah.
So it's out of my thing. Like, that was a snake. You said, this nice steak, man. I don't care. I'm not going to eat it.
Yeah.
So I just respect it.
Yeah.
And I try to do my life that way, Ryan. I don't try to tell nobody, as long as you don't interfere with me. They have a sound to them that I like to hear.
The bells, church bells.
The bell.
Yeah.
But it's not that a religion person. I just like what they're doing.
Yeah.
I like to wake up and hear them because I've been out here since '99.
Wow.
And they always, I hear these bells here.
Yeah.
You did? And so it's a part of America to me.
Yeah.
But I don't, for respect, I don't know Catholic, I don't know I don't go to church.
Right.
I believe in none, respect all. That's all I'm saying.
Right.
You know? And I try to be that way throughout my life, man. Everything I do. I don't want to hurt anybody. I walk a mile, keep hurting your feelings if I can help it. Get out of your way. I go too far, you follow me, then I fight back like the guy on the street. You understand?
Yeah, circling you. Yeah.
I don't
blame you. Yeah.
I don't tell you what to do, but I'm not no, you know?
Yeah, when it comes down to it, you're going to try to live another day. Yeah. It's your prerogative. It's your right. It is right. Yeah.
A lot of things in the world I don't agree with, but I can't do nothing about that. You know, that was my decision. You know, a lot of things happen I don't agree with.
Amen. Well, we just heard church bells from across the street, the Lutheran church playing. Oh, they're not done. All right, I'm just gonna let the bells play out and go on to the next question. Speaking of churches, after reading about C.L. Franklin's personal life, I am more than ever convinced that I do not care for C.L. Franklin. Did you ever meet C.L. Franklin in person?
I never met him in person, like go up and say my name is so-and-so. Like, I never did that. I went to the church all the time. You know, he's on stage. I see him. But the thing about it is, you know, I don't go around and try to judge what he did. I didn't like what he did, so that was him. He might not like what I done.
It all depends, yeah.
If he know, he wouldn't like a lot of things. You understand what I'm saying?
All of us, yeah.
Everybody like, but say, I don't, what he did, he wasn't I don't believe in none of the Christian, the preachers or whatever you're going to call them.
Right.
You know, you defraud the people, and that's what he was doing, but he did and got away with it. It ain't got nothing to do with me.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
It ain't taking no skin on. I don't go to his church. I don't put my money on that in his church. I just don't go.
Well, CL had a bunch of kids, but as far as most people are concerned, you know, he had one kid, which was Aretha.
I don't know how many kids he had. I know he had Carolyn. What about Carolyn? She had a sister named Carolyn. I knew Carolyn.
Oh, maybe he only had 2 kids. Okay.
Well, I don't know how many he had, but I know he got a son.
Okay, so he had a few.
He had a son because his son married. Wait a minute. He married. He married. I know. He was married to his woman. I know her by another guy, was a promotion man, but she remarried another guy, I think, that I know.
Yeah.
But shit happened, you know, back in the day. But I'm just still saying that's how I came in contact with the Franklins.
Yeah.
But talk about to care less what they did, you know, I care less.
Aretha Franklin died in Detroit, and I've been trying to make it mean something in my life. But at the present time, I am still strangely unmoved. I heard Aretha was a battle axe to be around. She was a diva's diva, which is no compliment. Did you ever meet Aretha Franklin, or?
No, I never just said meet her like her dad. I've been in her company. press things
yeah.
like that. But I don't go up and say, hey, man.
Yeah.
I don't do that on anybody. If somebody introduced me, I probably that way, I can't say probably.
Yeah.
I don't recall, what don't stick out of my mind because, like I said, I was at most things where things were.
Right. Well, speaking of, Dizzy Bird Monk sounds like names of a classic jazz Dizzy Bird Monk are names of classic jazz co-inventors, not an ornithologist priest with vertigo. Any fool should know that. Dizzy Gillespie lived a long time ago, so did you ever get... I'm sorry, he lived a long time ago. He had a good long life. Did you ever get a chance to meet Dizzy Gillespie in person?
Yeah, there's pictures of me and Diz. I have one when he did an album. He went on Philip label. Yeah, he been in the store 3 or 4 times.
Wow.
And that's pictures with me and Diz. I had on once when T-shirts came out.
Yeah.
His album was on a T-shirt, and he brought the and I put on the shirt. His picture of him, and we there together. That kind of I met Diz. Yeah.
Did he have the chipmunk? His
They don't come out when he blow.
Man, those are wild.
Yeah, he came in there about 3 or 4 times. Diz did, yeah, sure did.
Man,
Monk, I never met Monk though.
Yeah.
He never came in the city that I know anything about.
And of course, Charlie Parker died before.
Yeah. But Barry Harris, I know him, and he played with Charlie Parker, Monk, and the old timers. Yusuf Lateef, Yusuf Lateef was born in, but I don't know if he was born here. He raised up in Detroit because he did the thing Last Train from Overbrook or something like that. Overbrook is out here, right?
Yeah.
He did an album out there.
Well, what was I gonna say? This is a question I don't expect you to know the answer to, but you might compared to most people out there. So Dizzy Gillespie, famously, his cheeks would chipmunk out.
Yeah.
Now, this is again, you might not know the answer. I don't know. That's why I'm asking. Is that something like you're born with, or is that just from playing so much?
That's a story, I think. I don't remember how it goes. It's like the horn he played straight up.
Yeah.
He was playing at, it was alleged, it was out I talked about it, that he was playing at a jazz festival someplace, and he fell, and he bit his horn, stood up, and when he went to have it fixed, he had it done that way. I think he played this, went on. I'm not sure how it happened, but that's how he started that legendary with the horn up. Like that, yeah. Mm-hmm. But I don't recall why he's done that. I did read something about that at one time. We never talked about it when we talked about it,
Yeah.
Man, how come you?
You don't want to insult him on accident.
Well, those people you don't play, they tell you what they think. A jazz musician will,
Yeah.
Back in the day, I wouldn't ask nobody that anyway,
Speaking of things that might offend people or might rub them the wrong way or maybe not. Habits is the topic I'm switching to. Lee was greatly influenced by the demeanor of Florence Kewell. They may have shared in their success, but they also shared in their habits. Did you impart any habits upon others over the years?
Oh, yeah. Man, I do the same thing, and like I lose thing, put down thing, and I don't know where I put it. I drop ashes. She was cigarette. I didn't do cigarettes. I leave doors open. She opened the desk drawer. She never closed it. I do the same thing. I do my cupboard. Open it, forget it, bump my head,
Yeah.
So things like that. And I like about damn, I pick up all her bad habits like that. I picked up some good habits about her too, because I learned a lot from Florence Kewell.
Yeah. Really did you ever impart any habits upon others that you noticed? People started acting like you they picked up your traits?
I don't know. I never done. I don't know. I don't know what I got, but
The unhappy end of many a popular song is when it is used in commercials and television and movies. Did you ever get into a conversation with any artists that you met that were unhappy about their music being used commercially? against their wishes?
No, I don't see how that would be anyway, because you have to pay
Royalties.
royalty when you do that. You have to get a clearance. If you do a song, this is what I've heard. I'm not sure this.
Yeah.
Right. Before you do a person's song, you have to get a clearance from BMI.
Whichever house owns it, whichever publishing house owns it. Yes, sir.
Oh,
that's one of them. Yeah.
But now, okay, like when we are playing a song, I remember once we was recording. I wanted to play something you didn't think about.
Yeah.
But isn't it so that you can sing anybody's song on stage, like they do on American Idol? Come and sing the song, Marvin Gaye song. They don't have to get clear with that. As long as you don't make money on it, I think you can use this song.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? It's just like we talk about those pictures we got already.
Right.
Of me.
Yes, sir.
Nobody can use pictures of me if you go through a procedure. The King did it, children did it by Martin Luther King. I heard in a way. I don't know technically how it go.
We got to do that. You're right. We got to do that.
But you can't use Martin Luther King on anything.
Without express permission.
Right, from his kids.
Wow.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But now you can take a picture and you can use it as your picture. You can't put it on a building if you don't know how to use it. You can't put it on an album cover if you don't know how to use it.
Right.
It's happening all the time. Set a picture on that.
Yes, sir. George Washington, the first president.
And his family gonna sue you for it? You understand? I'm just still saying.
Right.
Now, when Coleman Young was the mayor of Detroit, I was gonna have some license plate made called My Country. Because at that time, you had one license plate, no one that wasn't one on the front. It's still not one on the front, is it?
No, not required. No.
That's what I'm saying. It used to be required.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Back in the day, yeah.
Okay.
Front and back. And so I was gonna came up with the idea. Coleman Young was winning Detroit. Young Country.
You're kidding.
Swear to God.
Oh, I got a story about that. You
I was going to do that, but you can't do that because he had a thing. He had to go to his campaign. See, I'm just saying, like we talk about that. I let it go. Those pictures I got, you can use those pictures. They're my pictures. Don't care. They don't know what camera took them.
You're right.
We could have been used.
But I got.
I'm just saying.
I got to say a story about Young Country though before we move on. It's so funny because I hardly hear that phrase said by people. I suppose most phrases, hardy har. When I was a child, one day my mother and brother and I went to a candy store and she bought us candy. You know, like you take kids to a candy store. We walk out of it was a strip mall here in Metro Detroit, and a lady walks up to us, a little short lady, and she asks us if we want to be in a commercial, a TV commercial. And we were kind of flattered that we're being considered, so we say yes. And so I was in a television commercial as a child. I was a child actor, I guess you could say, just once. Mm-hmm. And I sat on a couch, I kid you not, right next to a soap opera star, older woman. And then I think my brother might have sat on a chair on the end, and my mom might have been in the shot, maybe not. And I remember my line, I had to jump up from my chair and yell, "Young Country!" because that was the name of this country radio station here in Detroit that was just starting out, I think 99.5. But I want to, if someone has that on a VHS or a copy of the Young Country television commercial, that's me.
Right?
I was in a TV commercial as a child, yes. And it was a radio station called Young Country here. You know, they have like a nickname for radio stations.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and I've never seen it, but I was there. They paid us $1 and gave us T-shirts.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you know, I've always wanted to, like I said, think about, and I was going to do that, man. I just think everybody was for Coleman Young. I wasn't for Coleman Young. I was for him for a couple of years. I turned maybe, but I saw what was happening because there's the guy who played in the movie.
Yeah.
Hill.
Yeah.
I know those people, man.
We get the little limit again. So
Henry, down on whatever Charles, his name. Well, he had a brother named Charles Henry. I knew his brother, and the other Henry was in charge of the police department. There was a big corruption thing that went on those days. Down on Woodward there, just past the library, There was a Shell Standard gas station. A big band used to be down there. Anyway, a lot of things went on there. Like I said, I call balls and strike.
Right.
And see, and when you say that around my people, I get in thing, you know. And he did something good. He made the police respect us and call us by our last name, Mr. Canady. That was good. He
Goes
did
a long way.
something.
Little things.
But
little changes. Good, positive
he did,
changes. Thoughtful ones.
But you know what? Two of his nieces worked for me.
Wow. That's crazy. But back in the day, you're saying.
Right.
Wow.
Well, one of his first niece, and the other one worked for me for a couple of years. And I used to take her home. I met a young sister. I forget the name of the street there. Yeah.
Was he involved in politics back then?
Who?
Coleman Young, when they worked in your store?
Yeah, he was mayor.
Oh, that's wild. I'm sure he had to be friendly to you, or no? Which way did it go? You were worried and you had to be good to them, or they were worried and they had to be good to you?
I didn't have no problem with that. I didn't know. My father-in-law and Coleman Young was buddies. My ex-father-in-law, yeah.
Man, that must have made life easy. Couldn't get a ticket.
And my ex-wife friend lived in a flat on Forest. Coleman, you lived upstairs. One day we was over there and something was leaking water down there, and we had to go. I know Coleman. I tell you, somehow I've been with most people, man.
Okay, so that's amazing. I have to ask though. So you had 4 or 5 Corvettes, and all of them were stolen.
I had 3 Corvettes.
3 Corvettes.
And then 3 Corvettes were stolen, and I had a Seville was stolen. I bought them all new, brand new.
My question is, since you were in with, the seat of power in the city of Detroit, were you friends, good acquaintances with Coleman Young during one of the times that one of your cars got stolen, and did they ever help you out extra for that matter?
No, when I see Coleman Young, he always acknowledged me. We wave or something like that. I didn't never go up and have a conversation with him, that kind of thing, you know.
Yeah. So like when your cars got stolen, you didn't get special service from the police to try to extra do.
No, when they found the car, they didn't find it. When they found one of them, the first one's the Corvette. They found the Seville. I got pictures of it. The Seville, they took all the body work from me. The wheel was there. I had special rim there, the spoke rim. The rim was there, but everything else, the body was gone. Shell was gone. And the Corvette, the silver anniversary one, they found it after I had got another Corvette. And the police called me and said, "We found your car." I said, "Your car?" "My car." He said, "Yeah." I had an electric starter in it.
Wow.
So I went to the station up on 7 Mile to see the car. I was in my new Corvette. And I told him I want to see it, something I want to take out of that. I had an electric starter in there, so all I had to do is raise the hood, unplug it. There's a little box so long, unplug it, and we'd take out in the hand. I had to. It was in there. The car was just like I had left it, because they had took the ignition out and everything, because I had just had it washed, and they stole it, and it was stored. It had been inside. And the police said they saw this Corvette, the lights was out in the street, had stalled, and they stopped to help, and that's how they found out.
Wow.
And they took him in. So evidently he was taking his girl home or something like that. And they got
in the car he stole from you.
Yeah, but he had it wired up with
hot wired.
Hot wired. If he hadn't been hot wired, but the battery went down. That's why the police stopped him and went there in the first place.
Yeah.
Because he was trying to get it started. That was after I had it, because I got to wait 30 days before I got another one. So at least 2 months, maybe.
Wow.
But it was just like it was when I left. That's what I'm saying. This thing, you know how you call it.
Yeah.
And so that's why I know it had been
Personal
inside.
item.
But the battery had gone down. It had been sitting so long, I guess. I don't know, but anyway, it was down.
So how does that work? Now, technically, do you own both cars?
No. That's what I was going to say. So they let me go look at it. I really stole the thing because it wasn't supposed to take anything. It's not my car anymore.
Yeah.
But they didn't say anything because that was
Good.
personal. You understand what I'm saying?
That's good.
And I never told them anyway. I just went to see what was in there. And
Right.
I could. It had other personal item in there probably in there too. You know what I'm saying? So I got it out and I just raised the hood and took that out.
Right.
But I never used the starter anymore. That starter was transferred. I had that starter in '77, I think. I had a Camaro, 77 Camaro Sport convertible. I had an electric starter. The guy who invented the starter, I knew him. He lived in Dearborn.
Wow.
And he would come to my store, and he put it in. They wasn't out then. His name Victor, Victor, and he named it Vitronic. He left here and went to California, and I heard from him saying he was trying to get a sale, and I think he sold it to GM because GM got him in the car now. Anyway, when I get a new car, he would come to my store in the alley. One time he replaced it in the new car in the alley. Another time I went out to his house in Dearborn, and he was out there in the driveway working on the car, and I'm laying in his, he had one of those chairs, right back I had one too. His wife was there, she was entertainment, he was out there working on the car. And we was that kind of friend. Yeah, I had always had a starter. I remember once, I was on Outer Drive at the hospital.
Yeah.
It was real hot. And the parking lot was on Outer Drive. The parking lot was big, and the sun just went down. And so when I came out, I hit the light, the starter, and the light came on. I mean, the car started up.
Remote start, yeah.
The lights came on, and people walking by and said, "Speak to me! Speak to me!" They had hands like, "Speak to me! Speak to me!"
Like it's magic, yeah.
Everybody just laughed, and at that time I used to go to a football game in Pontiac because my father-in-law we had season tickets, you know. Bill, he was on Channel 7.
Bill Bonds?
He was down in front. We all had special seats, you know. Anyway, one day we came out, it was snowing so bad, man. Snow was like knee deep, like. You couldn't see the car, they were all white. So we're trying to, I know it's somewhere, so we were trying to find out how to hit the starter, thing.
Yeah.
And then car lit up, lights came on, I had yellow fog lights on it. Anyway, and I didn't know what my car was. Yeah, I had that a long time ago, man. Now it's legendary. I mean, everybody.
Everything about you's legendary.
I had that. Yeah, I had that. Then I put it in a 71 Buick. I had it in that. And I trained it from the 71 Buick to, I had a 73 Tornado, electric starter. Changed it over and got that 75 Eldorado.
Now, did you get that car because you're from El Dorado or just a happy accident?
No, that was the name of the car. It's called Eldorado. And that was a sport car like a deuce and a quarter. Everybody going, I got a deuce and a quarter. That means 225. So that was a sling. So I got one, but I didn't like it. It was big. I don't like big cars.
Like a boat.
I don't like big cars. And first, we ordered, the guy from the dealership, Mesquite was getting a new car. We both getting, me, Les, and all three of us are getting new cars. We ordered from the same salesperson. He come to the store, we go in the office, we sit down, show a book, and this is what I want. I want this, that on it.
Yeah.
Every car wasn't the same. You put what you want. That's what I did.
Yeah.
And so, and we got it when it first came out. We got the first cars that came out. Our name came on the car, made for Lee Canady.
Man.
Yeah. And then when I got the Corvette, they just come sing them. Oh, you know, they come, everything is the same.
Oh, uniform. Yeah.
Uniform. I had 3 brand new Corvettes. Had a silver anniversary, silver and dark silver, like yours.
Yeah.
Then I had a beige, and my logo was on them, all of them.
Oh, where was it?
On the left rear, right front. It was small on the front, big in the back. That's where it was.
What color was it? Was it different for each car to kind of blend in with the paint job?
On the beige, it was like orange.
Like your T-shirt, that color orange. Like no, remember your T-shirt had that shade of orange.
Right.
T-shirt, yeah.
Right, that's the color it was on that. On the the red, I think of red on the Corvette, cause on the silver the red would look good.
Red on silver, yeah.
Yeah, and I wanted to see when you
Pop.
You see it. And then the black one, it was red.
Like a blood red.
No, like an orange,
dark red.
like an orange red.
Okay.
More like the
from the 70s kind of a red. 70s sort of vibe, yeah. Wow.
It was on the back.
I never knew that, and that's brilliant. Of course, and here comes the record man, because
and then my T-shirts. My T-shirts and the logo. It was always there.
Now, was the logo painted or was it like a sticker, like a decal?
Painted.
Wow.
Painted on it.
But by the dealership, maybe, or.
I had a friend, but it's like my scooter is on that. Son did it on the scooter.
Yeah.
I think maybe Harmon did it. Harmon William.
Wow. Painted your car, all of them.
Yeah, he also did my sign.
Yeah.
He didn't paint the car all over. He just put the logo on there.
He painted the logo. I mean, yeah.
Yeah, I just painted the logo.
Wow. Harmon was a great man.
Yeah, he was an artist.
Yeah.
He was a good artist.
Yeah.
Yeah, he designed that logo for me and put it together like that. And we took the G clef, some other notes, and put it there, and I put the onyx in there.
The treble clef, yeah.
It wasn't like that at first. This was gold at first. Gold.
Oh, and that's a record right there. I never noticed that.
You see the line going around?
Yeah. Like grooves of a record.
Onyx, that's it, right.
That's brilliant.
And
yeah. That is amazing.
Yeah. I used to wear it on here. When I first got it, I wore it on that finger here. And, because I was promoting myself, man.
You had so many rings probably then, too, that you always wore.
I did. I just stopped liking jewelry. But in the 70s, everybody started wearing jewelry and stuff like that. And I just got chains. I had chains before Teddy Pendergrass was wearing chains. My shirt was open. And then I wore the saxophone. Lou Rawls, he had a knot tied. And but I was doing that before they was doing it. Because I had my shirt on. I used to wear a necktie every day with a suit. And I wanted to start relaxing. Now it's done, I won't do that. And I went, the guy at Hudson, what's his name? He's on Today Show now. He's a makeup artist guy.
Oh.
I saw him. He's on Today Show. Anyway, he used to be at Hudson, and I would wear my shirt open down here.
Yeah.
And he used to come up and play with my wife didn't like it,
Yeah.
At the time. But anyway.
Man, and let's since we're talking about you being a fashion icon, it could be argued that you wore beanies before Marvin Gaye wore beanies. You and Marvin Gaye were neighbors. He'd see you wearing beanies. I wonder, did you influence Marvin Gaye to start wearing beanies because you did it before he did? Who knows?
I don't know, but I always had a beanie. I had a peacoat, a blue Navy peacoat. I bought it at Salvation Army. I didn't buy it there. Somebody got it for me. I didn't go get it myself. I don't think. I had somebody get it for me.
Yeah.
It had big buttons on it, Navy. Because it's the only way you could get them. I wasn't in the Navy. You had to get you could
kind of earn it. Yeah.
You had to go.
Join. You had to join.
I wanted one.
Yeah.
A peacoat, and someone told me you could get it at the Salvation Army. Because I wanted a real one. You understand what I'm saying? And that's how I had it. And so I got the cap. Now I never liked hats because when I was driving cab, I wore a cap. That's how I got the idea, I guess, wearing those caps.
Yeah.
Because we had uniform.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
It was sharp, yeah.
It was green, a dark green, like
an olive green. Darker than olive green.
Dark green. It was like dark green pants. And a jacket, like a blue jean jacket, you know how it fit like that. And the cap. And on the sign said, Shine Taxi. Red Hill patch, go there.
Circle.
And be on your cap.
Oval, yeah.
And so that's why, and I still, like this is not the real Greek cap here. This is just a cap like that. But I like the Greek cap. I like your cap, that cap.
Yeah, I bought this
I would like to get one of those, but I don't. What used to be, but I liked that it was Cap, man.
I always confuse it. I either got this at JL Stone Co. or at Broadway and Shoes, because when both of them closed down, I got a wool cap from each, and this is from one or the other. And you used to know the gentleman that worked. You know, there's this one dapper guy who'd always stand. He worked at JL Stone, at Broadway, at City Slickers.
All the people downtown, like I said, I knew them all at the time because I was down. I don't remember the names.
Yeah, it was same here. I'm bad with the names myself, but I think you recognize the face. Yeah, I'll show you a picture one day.
Yeah, I don't remember the names, but I'm just still saying I've been down there since '59, man. So you know, hey, all the cats came down. There wasn't no black down there, hardly. The few was down there doing that kind of thing. I knew him. We know each other. If we didn't, you know his name, you know where he is, know where he worked at.
It was a small group of people.
Mm-hmm.